Hi, this is my introduction to plots. Plots are my method for organizing all the production on the planet. I put all the production into these little 20 by 20 squares with a logistics station in the middle. And what this does is it allows me to have completely self-contained units of production, and I can stack them very tightly together. So along the equator here, where we're starting, I can have 40 of these 20 by 20 plots with a 5 space gap between them. Moving on up to the next one, this is along the 9 latitude line with another 5 space gap here and a 5 space gap there. I can fit another 40 plots. So here you can see I have chemical plants, I can do refineries, I can do also smelters. Pretty much every productive building I have a layout for. As we go on up to this one, this is where I have the 3 input, 1 output plots. You can do assemblers, but also the particle colliders and the chemical plants can fit up here. And because these have more than will fit in logistics stations, I have a helper station up here to take the output. So all the inputs come in here and all the outputs go here. Now, the 2 extra outputs actually feed this plot here. Now this plot is a bit different in how it's organized because this is right up to the fault line, and grid crunch really affects how you can do things. So I came up with a grid crunch design that will fit here and fit into grid crunch later up in the planet as well. So these 2 inputs feed into that 1 output here, and I have 2 of these left over. The 2 of these left over are intended to fill in production in here. And I'll get into another video because you've got a bunch of options and I don't want to make this too complicated. So moving up into the sort of the second, between the first fault line and the second fault line, I have my interstellar logistics stations, and these feed these big 30 by 30 plots of smelters. These 1 input, 1 output smelters, and then we leave 3 for import and export. This can fit 66 smelters, and it doesn't really deal too much with any sort of grid crunch at all. Moving on up here, this is the same design that I had back at the equator. It fits just as well way up here in this 5 high grid zone. And I have another 3 input, 1 output zone up here. So at this level, I can fit 24 plots, and at this level, I can fit 20 plots. Here, as we get smaller on the planet, this is again the 15 wide. I can fit 20 more at 15 wide. These logistics stations start getting a little bit closer together. And then finally at the very top here, I have these place where I put my building constructions. So I can not fit very many assemblers here, and I had to put them into a little 10 wide strip so I can fit another 20 around this planet, or this part of the planet. And I can do it on the other hemisphere to construct 40 buildings, which is a little bit short of probably what you need, so you can probably just cut some buildings you don't need much, or you can use this on a couple planets. And obviously on the planets you don't, I have other plans for what to do with the space, because you don't need to put buildings on every planet. Finally, up in the polar regions, there are a bunch of options you can have, and I'll get into those into another video. But right now you can see I just have a lot of power. So this is kind of what one little slice of productivity will be, and this will extend all the way around the planet, giving you about 10,000 machines per planet. So this is my introduction to plots. I hope you're interested. If you do, please check out my Steam guide that's down in the description. And I will be posting more videos about how to make all these plots, and hope you come back. Thank you.